on the same page.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, gather my thoughts, serenity, and zen.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's teamwork right there.
All right. So yeah, the moment that everybody's been waiting for. So Bitcoin.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Franco Shah. Welcome to whomever it may concern. Today we're gonna review EYL Earn Your Leisure a video that they just posted around like 17 hours ago. They're talking about Bitcoin's future and will it hit 100K in 2024. For full disclosure, I'm a Bitcoiner. I've been investing in Bitcoin since 2020 around the fall. I seen the all-time high and I've seen this recent all-time low in 2022. I think when it hit 15,000. And then from now it's just been DCAing. So I was able to get to a full Bitcoin. My buy-in price for full disclosure, all in at 37,000. Yeah, so I'm diversified. I got the IRA. I'm also in the military. I'm a 04 in the military. So this is just I just love Bitcoin in general. I think it's the future of finance. I think it's the future of storing a value. I like that the fact that I'm already over here in Europe and that I can have the exchange of the current currency that's operated here in Poland. So I can go to Zloty, from USD to Zloty. I can go over to Germany. I can switch it to Euro without any permission, without having to go to the bank or having to go to an exchange and exchange my dollars for whatever currency that I'm in. So that being the case, I'm very curious on one of the culture's leading financial channels representing the culture, what their thoughts are on Bitcoin. So we're gonna sit here and watch that together, and then I can give you my comments during the video and or after. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll do a double take. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, make myself smaller. And let's go.
What sector do you think is overhyped in 2023?
So yeah, this is great. I like this already. Let's get it.
And will correct in 2024.
Honestly, I think the AI space is overhyped in the large language model. From the startup perspective that got funding from either angels or VC, I think we've seen the best of breed so far. Of course, OpenAI dominant, Anthropic dominant, but I'm seeing every company saying that they are some kind of AI iteration to get funded, and I think we've seen the best of breed perform and get funding. Some, of course, will get acquired, but I think if a company is connecting itself, or a publicly traded company is connecting itself to a large language model to boost earnings or revenue, I don't think that's going to work in 2024. There needs to be a new innovation. I'm surprised Apple hasn't dove more into the large language models for Siri, or hasn't acquired something in that space, but I don't think it will have the same impact that it will in 2024 as it did in 2023. NVIDIA, of course, is going to do great. AMD will, of course, do great. They did great today as well. But if a company, let's say a healthcare company, is tying themselves to AI or LLMs for 2024, I think that boat has left the dock.
Yeah, I'm with you. As I said, ding. I think that spot on. And I feel like it's been priced in, right? If AI is part of the business model, or it wasn't in 2023, it's been priced in until 2024. And so it's going to be those leaders that are going to continue to lead. We saw NVIDIA hit an all-time high today. They announced three new graphic cards. I mean, AMD was on fire today.
They're trying to fight back. Yep,
they're right. They're fighting. Like, hey, we have a competitor that's going to be more affordable for your company. Great strategy. So those leaders are going to continue to lead. But the other companies that are trying to play catch up, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And when people see a space like AI inside of the tech sector, it's like this is our new way to make money. And a lot of times people get caught in that, and that's what happens when we hear the word bubble. Everybody tries to crowd in because there's money to be made. Not a lot of great products are made inside of that, but few will survive. And right now, I think we know who the leaders at the forefront are going to be. So they'll continue to thrive. But I think you're spot on with AI being that sector.
Back to being on the same page.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, gather my thoughts, serenity, and zen. Yes,
that's teamwork right there.
All right. So yeah, the moment that everybody's been waiting for. So Bitcoin is on fire right now, crossed over 47,000 today. So everybody's back on the Bitcoin train, back on the crypto train. Talks to the ETF getting approved within the next week or so. So Bitcoin, crypto.
Yes.
Will Bitcoin hit 100,000 this year? And what is the future for cryptocurrency?
So, like, I'm really curious on what Dunlap has to say. Like, I'm real curious. Prior to Earn Your Leisure, I never heard of this guy. I mean, obviously he's big, not hating on him at all, but like, it's just like some of these guys just popped out of nowhere. I've been rocking with Earn Your Leisure for a while, but this Master Investor, he just kind of just came up on the scene out of nowhere. In my opinion, not hating. Kudos to him, big ups to him. But finish watching the video. Let's get it.
In 2024.
Bitcoin community, I want no smoke. Crypto community, love y'all dearly. I have nothing bad to say. Will it hit 100 grand? I don't believe so, but I think it can have a case to push towards like 65,000 easily. The ETF case, I don't know if the ETFs will get approved by next week, but if they do, it'll be a strong push to the upside. So we're currently at like almost 47,000. So when I said to buy in at 29,000, 20,000, for the record, it was a good time to buy. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. Continue to hold. But performance-wise, Bitcoin has beat everything on the stock market. Hold. I talked about this in Ghana. Hold everything for a 7 to 8 year period. You'll be good. If it can get through 61,000, and we want to, please write this down. You want a gradual increase. We don't want a 15% jump or 12% jump. Like just a steady gain of 3 to 8%. It's great because then you don't want a whole bunch of short sellers coming in or people taking profit or people getting too afraid. So if it's a smooth push to the upside, I think we can get into like the high 60s and be okay. 2025, we should clear 100 grand on Bitcoin though. So,
do you think the appreciation?
So right off the bat, I can rock with him because we agree 100%. I've done my research. That's why I bought in all in at 37K. I went all in. I can show you guys my portfolio. I'm not lying, no cap. I don't find it a reason to lie about it. But we're gonna continue watching the video. I do think. Well, this video, as you can see, this video was recorded prior to the ETFs getting approved. So the ETF did get approved. I'm gonna share that real quick with you guys. That got approved, I don't know, sometime last week, I believe on the 10th. Yeah, for sure. It was on January 10th, 2024. That's when the ETF got approved. I'm gonna pull this over real quick, which for you guys. So currently, the spot coin ETF total market cap, as you guys can see, is that you can round up to 27 billion total volume of the day, and today is Monday. It's closed market. It's Martin Luther King birthday. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Appreciate everything you did for us as a culture, as a nation. You did. It was, you always be great. But going back to that today, so the market is low because the ETF's not trading, and retail is really not trading. I think everyone took today off in general. So total value for that ETF tracker is around $3.1 billion. So ETF got approved. Do I think we're going to 100 grand this year? I think we'll get close to it. I don't think we're clear. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think we'll clear 100 grand in 2024. But one thing about it, let's bring this back up. And what I know for sure is rich folks don't like to lose money. So I didn't share that with you guys. Let me share it with you guys. I was moving a little bit too fast, but like I was saying before, the ETF is 26.7 billion rounded up, 27 billion. Total volume is at 3.1 billion dollars. So one thing about it, two things for sure, rich folks, they aren't about losing money. So they didn't approve these ETFs to go in and short Bitcoin or anything alike. So they're constantly diversifying their wealth. And I hope you guys did a little bit DCA and got you a little bit of Bitcoin. I think 40 something, 40, I think is at 42, 43,000. I think I know it to be a great price because, I believe Bitcoin will clear all-time high. And yeah, this is going to. I think it's going to be. People may call me crazy. We'll see a $500,000 Bitcoin before 2030 for sure. So right now, Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, let me blow the screen up so you guys can see it. It's hovering around 42,000, if I'm not mistaken. Got this on the hourly chart. I was doing some charting back in the so yeah, 42 open market, I believe so. Let me refresh. The market is the US dollar. It's around 42, 40 something thousand. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Let's click off this Bitcoin price. Let's just type it in because I was doing some charting. Bitcoin BTC price today. So yeah, that's the price currently right now. It was 42,600. So buying it now, I don't think it's a bad buy-in. I wouldn't go all in. If I was you guys, I would definitely DCA. Will it go back into its 30s? It's hard. It's hard to say. I don't know if it's gonna go back down that low. I think we have a strong resistance at 40K. And it'll be hard. It's just too much money in the market right now. Too much money in Bitcoin. Too many howlers, and we get the ETFs has been approved. So let's get back to the video, and we'll go from there. Boom, boom. Check that out. Boom. So pull this back up. Let's get it.
As we've seen is attributed to the pending ETF. Approval Wednesday it could happen. Or is this another one of these? And we've seen this in the crypto space, especially with Bitcoin, where we've seen a price go up on speculation of news, and then that news doesn't happen, and then this process gets delayed for another 6 months, and some of the whales start taking a little bit of the profit.
I think it's different because for sure, BlackRock is probably going to be like the preeminent player in the ETF space with the Bitcoin ETF. So it's going to come. This is a sure thing. Like, it wasn't like before when people were speculating if it was going to have value, or when JP Morgan was lying about buying it or saying it was of no value, then they were buying it in Europe. This is going to happen. So we're just waiting for the announcement. So if it's a sell-off, it'll be small, but I think anyone who's already in it, you should continue to hold. The next 5 or 6 years should be absolutely incredible. And the second most important thing, people want bigger returns. As much as flack I may have given Kathy when I was talking about her strategy and how they attacked it, one thing that she did make clear to the larger public is people don't want 7 to 12% returns. If you can get me 16 to 30%.
Facts. Yeah. With inflation is running at 7% per year, right? So in 100 years, $1 million, you'd be at $0 if you did nothing, right? Because inflation is running that high. So without growth, so you have to outpace inflation, and so that's what Captain Wood was talking about. What he's referring to right now. uh, what Dunlap is referring to right now. Like I need 20%, I need 30%. Most likely, Bitcoin wants to settle in after this happened, and it has a blow off top in, I believe, to be November 2005. I think it will start getting those smaller returns, the 15 to 20% returns per year.
Great, and depending on when you can get into Bitcoin, you can get that in a week or a month. So I think you should definitely hold on to this. And if you look from that run from 2020, when there's that $5,000 and some change, if you've held from then to be up almost 10x is amazing. So continue to hold for the long term. But this is a sure bet for sure. And I wonder how much pressure this is going to put in the reallocation of the S&P 500 to perform even better if this ETF gets approved. Because if I have to pick between, let's say I have 15 grand to put into an ETF, would I rather put it in a SPY or a Bitcoin ETF? The outflows of S&P could be higher than we expect and go into the Bitcoin ETF because we want a higher multiple. And we'll finally have some safety in terms of like certain pockets where institutions will buy to keep support levels pretty high. So I'm interested to see how that war plays out over the next 2 or 3 years.
So BlackRock, Spider, they could all potentially have their own Bitcoin ETFs.
But it's the 80-20 rule. Like 80% of money is going to flow into 20. Then you have the 95-5 rule. BlackRock, JP Morgan, State Street, the big players are going to be the ones who end up with the majority of money under management with this ETF. So,
okay.
Yep. Hold on for dear life.
I think
investing is easy, man. If you hold for the long term and stop, number one rule, please write this down in 2024, stop deviating for the next decade.
Yeah. I wonder where people are even now with all the confusion in 2023 with cryptocurrency platforms. Coinbase is still the safest, right? Are people still using Binance or, there's all these other these sources. I wonder what now, especially what we're seeing with Bitcoin's going, as people are trying to get reallocated with that space, is the influx, I'd have to look into it. Is the influx going to Coinbase or is it going to another platform? Be interesting to see.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Apple, if you need an idea of something to infiltrate.
Yeah. Somebody's got.
All right. So yeah, my man was spot on. He was spot on. Hold. You gotta hold. You gotta buy in and hold. I would definitely say DCA into Bitcoin right now is definitely a safe bet. I wouldn't buy the ETFs. If you have the money, I would just get the asset, get the commodity directly, and not go through a ETF. I would definitely do Coinbase. Coinbase is the place that gets your crypto where can be is safe. It's U.S. regulated. You can also get it on Robinhood. You got crypto.com, and then you can get it on your DEXs or decentralized exchanges. But if you're a new investor, I would definitely get it on Coinbase or even Robinhood. You can get it on Robinhood and send it to yourself on Coinbase. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please do, really do. Appreciate you guys' support. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace, love, deuces.